It's the 14th of January. It's now 3.5 weeks after winter solstice. I'm here at Dowth's southern chamber, well, the entrance to it, and as you can see, the sun is shining over the sillstone and onto the chamber floor. You see my phone there in the image on the left. But so it's still, as Anne-Marie Moroney's study of this winter light phenomenon showed, the light actually is in the chamber for, I think, 3 months, she said, practically from around Samhain at the beginning of winter until Imbolc at the beginning of spring. So we're seeing, now I'm blocking the sunlight partly, so I move out of the way, you can see the phone shadow moving in the background there. Beautiful light, really beautiful quality of light at the moment. It is, local time is 7 minutes to 3 p.m. Unfortunately, the hedge and the trees block the sun from about 3:30 onwards until it sets at about 4:15. So I'm here earlier this time. Last time I was just about able to catch a couple of images as the sunlight disappeared. But I'm waiting for it to actually reach. It should reach the, hang on, I'll just zoom in there. Should reach the rear of the chamber stone there at the back. It hasn't done that yet. You can see me waving my hand, that's my phone shadow that's in the middle of the light patch there in the chamber. So it should reach that stone, the base of that stone, within probably, yeah, within the half hour, I think. Last time I got here, which was about a week ago, maybe 10 days ago, the sunlight was touching the bottom of that stone, but it was after 3:20. Of course, clouds are interfering as well. The sun is coming in and out, not perfectly clear, but it is a lovely bright spring day here. So this is the Dowth South alignment, discovered here in 1980 by Martin Brennan and Jack Roberts. And it's a broader passage, it's shorter, it's much shorter than Newgrange. And the broadness of it and the shortness of it means it doesn't have the accuracy of Newgrange, so that the sunlight enters the chamber for 3 months. At Newgrange we now know the sun enters the chamber for 18 days either side of winter solstice, which is still more than a month, but a lot narrower, a more focused aperture, as it were, than Dowth. So on the 21st of December last, on the day of solstice, we, as in the OPW and a large group of members of the public, were allowed inside the chamber. And that was the first time it had been opened since 2019, since before the pandemic. Very enjoyable being in there, showing people the megalithic art in the recess. So once a year we might get the opportunity to see the sunbeam up close, if the sun complies on the 21st of December, which it doesn't always do. But anyway, I'm glad to show you this. Gate is in the way as I zoom out. So the gate is locked most of the year, except for on that brief time at solstice. So the sun's still out, and now earlier it was more focused on the left side here, but now it's kind of more focused on the chamber. It's sort of half and half at the moment, but as the sun goes down, the light patch will disappear off the wall, the side wall there, the orthostats, and it'll be sorry, I don't know what happened there, and it'll be mostly over the sillstone and in the chamber. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this short video. As I say, it's 3.5 weeks since the solstice. The days are starting to turn. Sun is setting a bit later. It has moved northwards on the horizon in terms of where it rises and sets. And after Imbolc it'll start to speed up. After the early first week of February, the sun's daily movement will start to speed up, and then we'll see a dramatic lengthening of the days through spring equinox into Bealtaine in early May. And then it'll be summertime. Now, before I finish, I'm just going to, I have to get up off my anchors here. Oh, yeah, that gets harder with age. Yes. So I wanted to just show you outside. And I had a set up for a photograph here. I was trying to take a photograph of the entrance stone lit by flash, and the chamber being lit by the sun. Probably can't see that too well. I'll share that anyway online. But the other thing that's interesting is the amount of flower that's out in the gorse. So the gorse, or the firs, or whins, if you're from the north, flowers in spring, well, in late spring, sort of May, April, May. So that there's a sea of yellow here at Dowth at that time of year. But it can flower any time of the year, and it's peculiar. I don't know, some of you may have seen this before, but it seems to be particularly I don't know what the word is. It seems to be quite plentiful this winter, because sometimes you just see flowers on one branch of one bush, but like all of the firs here is nearly all of it has flower. Some of it doesn't, like that one there has hardly any, but the one beside it has loads, you know. And it's lovely to see. There's one lone bush, one lone furze bush or gorse bush here beside the entrance to the chamber as I walk past and cast my shadow onto the light show. And it's got some flowers on it too, which is very pretty. Anyway, that's Dowth South and its winter alignment. And I hope you enjoyed this short video. So after more than half an hour, the sun has finally come out again, but now it's not shining into the chamber. You can see the sunlight is just above the entrance. So that's it. C'est la vie. That's it for another evening.